Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Kicked off the Tinker Day out here at Pick and Pull Newark. And they crushed two V70s, P80 styles. The other P80 850R doesn't have the piece that somebody requested from me. I'm going to check this all-wheel drive up here, see if it has it. If it has it, we're good to go. If it doesn't have it, I'll have to keep looking or wait till I get to my stash back in Cincinnati. But for now, I'm going to pull, hopefully, the rear wiper assembly from this car up here. If somebody didn't already pull it. I can't remember. Then I'm going to go finish up the rear suspension on that Cadillac. The coilovers, BC coilovers. And then I'm going to head back to the room. I think they want me to do some brakes and rotors up there too, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully this car still has a rear wiper on it. I don't remember. And we're getting close, folks. One more row. There it is. It's still there. Good to go. Let me pull this rear wiper assembly. Someone also asked about this Volvo tow hitch. See, it says Volvo there. It's got the special Volvo plug on it. Got the hook tabs, special mounting. The problem is, I think this thing has a special receiver too. And if you don't have the special Volvo receiver, you got to get one. So I'm going to ask them if they still want this thing. If so, I'll probably pull it and go from there. But this is a heavy duty tow hitch. Look how that thing hooks up there. Mounts in the frame of the car. Similar to the one on Panther. Actually goes this way. Plugs in there. Ooh, ah. Look at it. Nice fit. Crap, I forgot to bring my 13 to get that off. Maybe somebody will help me here. Decided to get the rear door panel in case the other one is not as in good shape. It needs these clips here, and it needs that IPD clip across the top, the reinforcement system. So we'll see if that's okay on the other car, on the panel that's in there. Maybe switch this over. Plus it's got this cap on it, and it has the hole that goes up there. Where's that hole at? Oh, there it is, for the locking and unlocking pin. And the one that's in the 850 is tan. This one's black, so I'm gonna grab that too, just for backup. Make sure I got everything I need to make that car premium. Let's get out of here. I don't see this tow hitch ball. Let me check one more time for that, and then I'll get out of here. You see a Porsche for sale at the junkyard. Never been to a salvage yard where the parking lot was totally full. Couldn't find a spot. Had to park out there on the street. But anyway, I am going back in because I forgot to check for one part. And I want to check that real quick because those things are hard to find. Unfortunately, I think this one's going to have to be drilled out. Man, what the heck's this guy doing? Oh, gosh, I hate when people decide to back all the way out somewhere instead of driving normal. Good Lord. This V70 appears to have a good lower window track support, but it's got a rivet instead of a screw. I don't have anything to remove a rivet with me. I couldn't find the battery for my drill. So if I find that, I'll come back for it. If not, I'll find one another day. Out to the car 3 times. I remembered I had this drill bit, but I don't have a chuck because I can't run my drill, so I put a 7mm, put some paper on it, 1/4-inch adapter, little Henry here, drilled that thing out, ready to rock and roll. I need to do the rear shocks. I'm putting coilovers on here and the springs. Challenge number 1, I need to get power to the car to open the trunk because I'm pretty sure the battery's dead. So let me go back to my car and get the jump box, try to pop this trunk. There's a couple of very good videos online about doing the rear struts on this thing, so I'm probably not going to make a video for it. I don't know. Actually, it's a rear shock. I don't know if I could get the spring out of here. I'll find out soon. Let me get cracking on this. It's almost 3 o'clock and see how long this takes me. It was difficult getting that spring out, and that little seat thing seems to be stuck in there. Probably gonna leave that in. Let me see if I can get this coilover spring in there. Well, that just falls in there. Doesn't even catch. So I'm gonna set it in the bottom right. I'm gonna jack up the spring seat control arm until that catches. Then I'm gonna hook everything up, bolt it in, and see where I'm at. I did take that little sway bar end link loose to get that out of there. It took me 15 minutes to pry that spring out of there. Probably should have had spring compressors. So here we are. We got the coilover installed on this side. You see we lost the top of the tire. And this side over here is still on the standard spring. You can see the top of the tire. So we came down at least 1 inch in the back. So that's the stance. We lost the tire front and back. I'm done. Wheels are torqued on. The only thing I don't like about coilovers and sport suspension is these things in the back. If you ever have to jack up the tire to change the wheel, you really can't use your jacking point. You need to jack it up under the suspension to keep that spring in its seat. If you jack it up on the body, the spring will extend, come out of its seat, and you let the car down. If somebody's not holding that spring in the position, it's not going to seat right. So you really need to jack the suspension up to replace a rear tire. Other than that, he's going to have to take it for a ride, see how he likes it. They're all done. You do the brakes and rotors on this Ford Escape V6. Also asked me to check to see if it needed a serpentine belt, which it does appear to because there's belt material down in there. And the belt's got some kind of grooves on the back side of it. I would think that something may be eating this belt up. It said it has a charging system error, but I think I seen a low coolant light on the dash. Looks like the battery hold down is sitting on top of the light for some reason instead of on top of the battery. Got some kind of tether system on here. ABS relay fuses. The heck's that floating around for? I don't know what that is. Anyway, let me see if I have a jack high enough to jack this vehicle up so I could do the rotors. If not, I'm just going to shut it down. Now this thing don't want to crank, and it's flashing in the dash that it's in reverse instead of park. So it's probably got some kind of park neutral position switch issue error. So I'm going to go grab my car, come over here and throw my tools in there. The owner will be here in a minute. I'm out of here messing with this stuff. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.